I'd been suffering with really heavy, painful periods since about the age of 15. I'd never been to the doctor before about it, and then I was rushed into emergency surgery for my appendix. While I had my appendix out, they found adhesions all over my ovaries, and they were like, "We nearly did lose your left ovary, but we've saved it and it's fine and you can go on and live your life," and no follow-up was ever done. So, you know, at the age of 15, being told that you've nearly just lost your ovary is pretty chaotic around your GCSEs. So a couple of years went by and I was still suffering with really, really heavy periods. It got to the point of, I think it was second or third year of university. I'd just hit my breaking point and I was like, I just can't go on with these symptoms anymore. You know, I was usually bleeding for over 10 days at a time. Other symptoms like issues with my bowels, I suffered with a lot of general fatigue and pain. I used to suffer with terrible leg pain in my back. I never knew that any of these symptoms were related until I went to see Mr Arshad. So this was second or third year. I'd gone to the GP about it, and of course they were like, you just need to take the pill and that's it. We can't do anything more for you. They never wanted to refer me to gynaecology. So I was kind of thinking, what am I meant to do now? So I was able to see Mr Arshad through my dad's private health insurance with work. So I'd got the GP to write me a referral letter, and they just sent me a link saying, these are your gynaecology consultants that you can choose. So I got the choice of about 4. Realistically, I just went online and did a bit of research about each of them. So Mr Arshad particularly pointed out to me after I looked on his bio website history, the fact that he trained in France in laparoscopic robotic surgery. That was really impressive to me. I thought, wow, I mean, he must be one of the best of the best. So he's who I booked my appointment with, and the first appointment we had, we just went over my whole history. I'd also suffered with a lot of mental health problems when I was younger as well. So Mr Arshad didn't just look at what my periods were and why it could be happening. He looked at everything. He looked at my bowel pain, he looked at any other pain, the fatigue. He was like, you could be anemic, which in the end, after a GP blood test, I was anemic and I was given iron tablets. He helped me with my mental health. He recommended me to get CBT, helped me with choosing antidepressants, things like that. So he did a really patient-centered approach. He looked at the entire picture. He wasn't just, okay, you can have this pill for your periods. He wanted to help me with everything. He really wanted to help me get to the bottom of things, because I'm a final year pharmacist now, so I'm going to work in a hospital in August. So I was taking a lot of time off uni, off work. So they were really disrupting my life, and I thought, I can't work like this. So he was able to help me really quickly within the space of a few months, instead of waiting nearly 8 years on the NHS, which is the current wait time. So every month of the week of my period, I would have to stay off work in uni. That was kind of given for me. And he also diagnosed me with PMDD, which is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So it's similar to PMS, but it's quite like heightened emotions and stuff. And after years of dealing with mental health people just saying, oh, well, it could be this, it could be that, he took one look at me and he was like, have you ever thought it was this? And I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing. And he was like, you fit all the symptoms. And ever since we started treatment for that, just my life has become so much easier. So he has just helped me with my mental health so much. I've been able to go back to work because, you know, he's given me the right painkillers and stuff. Like, that was one of the main managements for me, because hormonal doesn't really settle with me because of my PMDD. It kind of makes that depression and stuff worse. And he doesn't say to me, oh, okay, you need to stick it out for another 6 months. He always says, if you find it affects your mental health, please stop it straight away. He was like, I don't want you feeling like this. So he really does care. And he's got my pain completely under control at this point. So I've been able to go back to work in uni quite happily, and yeah, my life has become a lot better in the last year of seeing him. Personally, I would recommend him because I think he is just absolutely top of his game. I think he is one of the best gynaecologists in this area. I have had the opportunity to shadow him in surgery while I was on placement in the hospital that he works at, and just seeing what he does, seeing him use the robot in laparoscopic surgery, it's just amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And just the sheer level of repeat surgeries that he does, and the patient has come back a couple of years later and their endometriosis has not grown back, because he just takes that extra time of just shedding any endo that is there. So I think he just goes that little bit step further in helping people with their fertility and stuff and pain, and I just really think he is one of the best around here, and I wouldn't go to anyone else or recommend anyone else.